senior member of a visiting professors of NCERT. Sometimes now also she is engaged as a resource person and a eminent scholar of NCERT to inspect the institution of Northeast. Today we are fortunate to listen her. Actually, she is my nani elder brother as per our elder sister as per our Orishan culture. So nani is the umbrella of each and every brothers and sisters. So the nani, Professor Kishori Das, is an umbrella for this college because we have a plan to establish the B.Ed course in near future. I request all of you, we must stand up and pranam to Nana, our Professor Kishori Das. Namaste, madam. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Entire college now giving its oath of respect to you and to your lotus feet. आप में सारा कॉलेज प्रणाम कर रही है, इसीलिए आप जैसे एक आइडल लेडी को पाके आज ये सेमिनार कृतार्थ हुआ है और हम भी आशा करते हैं कि आपका दीर्घ निरामय जीवन हो. मैडम Kishori Das is associated with many social organizations and fully devotee of Ma and Sri Aurobindo. I now request our Madam to deliver her special lecture, Women Empowerment as Depicted in Indian Knowledge System. Yes, Madam, please continue.
Namaskar to everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Namaskar to everyone. From the very beginning, I would like to bow my head before my mother, Bharat Mata. Because Bharat Mata, India is not a land for me. India is not a country for me. Rather, India is more than everything. My existence, my culture, my emotion, my identity, whatever I am having, is possible only because of my mother, Bharati. So my head bow down before her, crores and crores times. Dear organizers, dear chairperson of the seminar, dear participants, resource persons, I would like to extend my heartfelt indebtedness to you people for your great effort. Before going to present my ideas, share my ideas, I would like to introduce you one empowered lady. She is very much with us. She is truly an Indian empowered lady. She is none other than Professor Hemlata Talesra. I have invited her right now. Before 5 minutes, I sent the invitation and I requested her here. See Professor Hemlata Talesra. Whenever I share my feelings on empowerment, one lady, a living legend, comes in my mind. She is Professor Hemlata Talesra. She is Hemlata Talesra, and due course of my discussion, I will tell about her. Friends,
Thank you.
I am thankful before your principal, Dr. Budheswar Sarangi, that he has organized with your cooperation such a beautiful, such a thoughtful seminar where we all are the participant. I am not a resource person. I have come over to learn. Despite my ill health, due to spinal cord problem, I am here because I learn from you that a beautiful topic, a relevant topic is selected. Not only about women, but also about our country. That Indian education system, knowledge system, women empowerment as depicted in Indian knowledge system. There are 4 words very important to discuss. That is first women, then empowerment, then Indian knowledge, and another one is Bharat. These 4 are completely different, but they are integrated in one line. Women empowerment as depicted in Indian knowledge system. When we are talking about Indian knowledge system, we are not confined to a particular age, a particular stage, or a particular time. But whenever we are talking about Indian knowledge system, we have to highlight the base of our knowledge system. India is, as I have told you, that India is my motherland. India is not Bharat, and Bharat is not India. Bharat is everything. Bharat, Bharati. For me, Bharati is my emotion. For me, Bharati is love. For me, Bharati is integration. For me, Bharati means power. When we are talking about our knowledge system, it is reflected, it is influences from the very beginning of the Vedic period till now. When we are talking about our knowledge system is the only knowledge system in the entire globe which have already given light to the entire countries of the globe, and it will be giving light. But when it will be giving light? When our women, the true participants, the true mothers, the true Shaktis will evolve in course of time. So friends, dear friends, dear scholars, we should not forget that our Shakti, our mothers are the Shaktis, and without Shakti, Shiva is also a Sabo. Shiva and Shakti both go together, both merge together, then the power emerges. There is one thing. Ekeva Shakti Parameshwarasya भिन्ना चतुर्धा विनियोग काले समरे च दुर्गा कोपे च काली भोगे भवानी पुरुषेषु विष्णु. Parameshwar has depicted the power in 4 forms. Ekeva Shakti, Parameshwar is having one form of power, and that power is bestowed in 4 forms. Bhoge Bhavani Puruseshu Vishnu. I am not expert like you people, because you all are wet Sanskrit scholars. You all are intellectuals. You are intellectual giants. Before you, I should not explain, but still then I am giving the ideas that when there is a need of society, procreation, there is a need of Purusha. All Purusas are Vishnu, Bhoge Bhavani, and all Naris. They are Bhavanis. They are to vogue. They are to enjoy the life for a moment, so that to procreate the life, and the universe will go ahead. Otherwise, there will be a stoppage of our procreation. So, Ekeva Shakti, that Shakti, Eka Bija Vini Phala, one seed is divided into 2 parts, and that 2 parts combine together and say, and it is coming for the another growth. Like that, Ekeva Shakti Parameswarasya Vinna Chaturtha Viniyoga Kale Puruseshu Vishnu. When there is a need of Purusha, when there is a need of profession, there is a need of Purusha and there is a need of Bhavani. Bhoge Bhavani, Puruseshu Vishnu, then Samarecha Durga, Kopecha Kwali. When there is a need of Samara, means when there is a need of newness to stop the idea of the society, there is a need of Durga. Durgam Kam. The work which is not done by the common people. A common man cannot do the work. So here there is a need of powerful person. And Durga is neither a male nor a female when we are talking about Shakti, because that Shakti is denoted by God. And when there is a need of newness in the society, and when there is a need to do something great for the construction of our society, there is the need of Kali, Kopecha Kali, and Kopa of Kali, the anger of Kali is required for newness. After destruction, a new thing comes. That's why the core forms of Shaktis are bestowed by the God. So can we say that Shakti is confined only in women or only in men? No. And when we are talking about empowerment, empowerment means Sashaktikaran in Uriya or Sanskrit. Empowerment is not an external power given to the women. Women herself is empowered, otherwise she could not, or she would not be able to give birth to a child. She would not be able to do something great in the society because she herself is the creation. She herself is the destruction. She herself is the progression. That's why empowerment, when we are talking about empowerment, empowerment means having power and control over their own lives. When women, they control their life as depicted from their ideas, and women, instead of, despite every odd, when they prove that they can do and they are doing, which has already been proved in our Vedic period, now also women are doing. Our Kalishra Madam is there, despite every odd, she has proved that she is empowered. Because she lost her husband at the age of 17 and now she is more than 80 and now she is the chairperson of Indian Council of Commonwealth Foundation, representative from India, and she has done a lot of work. Why? How could she do? How could she survive? Because only because of her strength she could survive. Like Draupadi. Draupadi could survive in the world. Savitri, what did Savitri do? She took her own decision. She didn't consult with her father-in-law or her husband or her mother-in-law. Whenever she decided what is wrong and what is right, she did it. She confronted the Yamaraj and she was able to get back her husband, not only for herself but also for her family, entire family, which became an example of the society. So women herself can prove that she is empowered, empowerment, and she can prove that she is totally empowered. But it is dependent on her determination, her depiction, her vision, her mission, her state of working, and above all, her decision making. So when we are talking about our growth, educational growth, knowledge growth of the society, now in the new education policy, our respected Prime Minister has given priority about knowledge society, about generation of knowledge and everything of the women. But can we feed the women? If they are not interested, no. Now this is diverted. Now the ideas are diverted. I can cite some of the examples because women are not considered as powerful during medieval period due to so many reasons. But during the ancient period, women were all equal with our male persons. because they were able to prove themselves potential, they were able to prove themselves essential in the society, their role is essential. That's why they got special priority. For example, during our spiritual and intellectual equality, when we are talking about spiritual and intellectual equality and their development, Gargi, Maitreyi, Shila Bhattarika, they have proved they were able to argue like others. Even they were more powerful because they were not powerful because of others. They were powerful because of their own interest, their own exercise, their own hard labor, and everything. In the field of Chetana, when we are talking about the consciousness level, both male and female, both are all equal. Mother, Srima, she has already told that male and female both are equal at Chetana level, consciousness level. But the thing is, when a female takes her own decision according to the need of the family, according to the need of the society in an intelligent way, and take the decision accordingly, then only she can prove herself as an empowered lady. If she will be following others, if she will be instructed by others, then she cannot be empowered. Nowadays, what happens in our political field? Decision of the ladies are mostly taken by the higher authorities. They are assigned, they are nominated, they are assigned, big posts they are holding. But what happens? When the decision is taken, they are not taking the decision starting from our political system to educational system. Otherwise, out of about 1,000 universities, why only about 50 to 60 vice chancellors are found to be BC and rest are male? When we are talking about empowerment, two things are very important, which is already proved in our Indian knowledge system, that risk taking and decision making. These two are to be taken into consideration. When a woman takes the risk and she takes the decision accordingly, then she can do something better, which was proved in case of Russia. Russia, the first female doctor of the world, has written so many books in Ayurveda, and she could argue with the Veda, she could argue with the Vaidyaras at that time. If she was able to do, why not our women? In another example I can give you. During post-Buddhist period, Lakshminkara, she stood for the people, she fought for the people, that Hinajan and Mahajan, when there was a quarrel between the conflicts between Hinajan and Mahajan Panthis, he advocated another Jan, that was Samajjan, that in Buddhist, in the growth of Buddhist, ladies were not allowed at that time. And if at all they were allowed, their decisions were not taken into consideration, which was talking to Lakshminkara, the daughter of Jalandhar, and she was a princess of Renakol, and she was one of the siddhis of 82 siddhas. And she wrote one book, Advaita Siddhi, in Pali language. And she was the advocate of Sahajajan. She made the Tripitaka a very, very, very lenient one, which could be followed by everyone. Her contribution, she was a lady who advocated new things. She raised her voice against the system. As a result, women started giving priority to themselves. Now we are talking about Clara James. We are celebrating International Women's Days, but we are forgetting that. We are following the Eastern people, and we are forgetting that our first lady of the world, Lakshminkara raised voice against the system so as to get liberation. She was truly empowered. And so many examples are there in our Veda, Purana and other things. They are not the mythological character only, they are the historical characters. Lakshmibai, she took decision at her own. Rani Lakshmibai, Maharani Lakshmibai, she could survive in the world. She participated in the politics. Why? Because when we are talking about women empowerment, empowerment cannot be given from outside. It is not an injection to be given to a woman and she will be empowered. It is a power which is with the women and that has to be respected and that has to be exercised by her. If she will not exercise, nobody will do. Only people will sympathize. So, when we are talking about spiritual and intellectual equality, we have already experienced the views of Gargi, Maitreyi and so many people. Savitri is the living example before us. She could fight for Chetana and other things. When we are talking about the leadership and decision-making process, Lakshmibai is there and Sukabai of Orissa is there. So many ladies, so many women are there. They participated from their at their own. Nobody has imposed them. During our freedom movement also, many women, they were coming forward at their own. They sold their ornaments, gave to our freedom fight. Why? This was possible only because of our knowledge system. That knowledge is not confined to school, college and other things. Knowledge means starting from the mother's womb. It's a learning is a womb to tomb process. And when we are talking about knowledge, knowledge is various. Paravidya, aparavidya. You all have gone through all those things. I'm not touching all those things. When a woman, a mother, learns all those things, practice all those things, then she can prove herself that I am fit for the world. I am fit for this universe, because now we are exercising, we are observing so many types of women. Shakuntala Devi has proved that she could survive in the world of mathematics. And another thing, when we are talking about traditional knowledge and sustainable practice, women have done extremely tremendous work in this field, because knowledge without environment without knowledge are useless. We want to sustain in this world through our activities. Knowledge, original knowledge can help us in sustaining the world, because our life is beautiful. God has sent us to become a Deva Shishu. We are human beings and we are to make our life Madhumaya. We are to make our life Amrutmaya. And there is a journey towards Amrutmayata. There is a journey from one to another. That is from Martya to Marut, from Bhumi to Bhuma. We will have to go from Bhumi to Bhuma. And the way which is selected by us should be chosen in such a way that both male and female, they will participate at their best, through their best and for their best. For their best means this beautiful world, this beautiful earth will be made Madhumaya, will be made beautiful, Amrutmaya, when our equal participation will be there, but not by avoiding the environment, but by taking the environment into consideration, so that the environment will exist, so that the environment will sustain, and in a sustainable environment, human being can sustain and think for a world where everybody is all equal, where there is no quarrel, where there is no misunderstanding, but everyone will grow like anything at their own. When we are talking about cultural and social empowerment, one thing always strikes in our mind. Kunti is the best example. Now we are talking about surrogate mother and some other things, surrogacy and other things. But how many have done research on Kunti? Her decision on Pandavas. What happened there? When Pandavas brought Draupadi with them, Kunti told that you divide equally. It may seem very unfortunate, but the system was like that. At that time, might be, it needs research. Might be there was a system that when a girl is to share for the betterment of the society. Panchu Pandava, they accepted Draupadi. They accepted the order of Kunti. At the same time, Kunti accepted many husbands, not in the form of biology or biological form, but she became the mother of so many great persons. How was it possible? It was only because of her decision making, her conviction, her risk taking. As a result, we got Pandavas. It doesn't mean that now the things which are going on in our society, that living relationship and so many things, frustration and other things which are found, these are the repercussion, black repercussion, tendency repercussion of the society. But why these things was happened during that period, during the period of Kunti? Because she was socially recognized, and her social recognition was depicted through the knowledge society. She was from a very high family, and she was supposed to be followed by numbers of people. If it was a good, if it was a bad system, would she have accepted? First question. No. For the betterment of the nation, for the betterment of the society, if a decision is taken with risks, that will be helpful. But it doesn't mean that that will be followed blindly. Or it is not an ideal. I am not saying that whatever Kunti have told is right. No, I am not talking about. But the system which was prevailed there speaks about the social liberty of a woman. I am not supporting Kunti, but I am talking about the social liberty, social decision making, social empowerment of the women which helped Kunti in decision making. Another thing, the Swayamvar process, which was done by so many people. Even Devi Sita, she had come through Swayamvar. Draupadi, she selected Arjun. Unfortunately, she had to accept all those Pandavas. It means it was a social decision, it was a social right prevailed. It was a social right given to the girl to select her partner. Sakuntala, she selected Dushmanta and married him because it was her decision. But during medieval period, all those things were prohibited, and the women, they were not allowed to proceed. They were not allowed to take their own decision after the arrival of Mughals and other things. It will take time to discuss, so I am not going through it. But the challenges which were made before the women at that time was really very important. And they started so many things in India. Sarojini Naidu and many people, they started raising their voice against injustice. Because wherever there is an injustice, if a sensitive woman is there, a true empowered woman is there, she could give light to others. So knowledge, empowerment, both run together. Those who are truly knowledgeable, those, whether he is a male or female, matters not. Those who are truly knowledgeable, those who are having practical aspect of life, those who love life, those who love the society, love the nation, love Bharat Varsha, love Mata Bharati, they will never become the obstacle in the way of the development. True development is possible only because of the empowerment of people, not only the empowerment of ladies, female, empowerment of both male and female, even the transgender, that is required. That's why Indian society has given priority. Indian society has given importance to the women. They have characterized women in so many things. But what happened? We the people, we are lacking knowledge. We are not going through our knowledge system, what is required. We are thinking about our own self. As a result, what happens? We have become the prey of the dalals. We have become the prey of the middlemen. And we are exposing our bodies. We are exposing our ideas and they become the owner. And what happens? We are selling ourselves. Our emotions are being sold and our true empowerment is diluted. So, friends, never think that we are far from our development. We are on the process of development. We are trying to develop our country. We are trying to develop our motherland. But we have to respect each one, everyone. And one thing I would like to say, that a woman is a human being first. She is the owner of the womb. That's why she is known as women. Owner of a womb. जिसके पास womb है यानी कि गर्भ है, वो ही माँ बन सकता है. Whether it is a synthetic one or not, I cannot say. But a woman is able to give birth because she can take the risk. But very sad to say that in modern society also, a woman is not able to take her decision whether she will give birth to a child or not. As a result, what happens? If in her womb a female fetus is found and is activated or is recognized, she is forceful to terminate. She is forcefully aborting the fetus in the family. She is not able to take her decision that whether she will give birth to a female or not. Although the womb is her, the pen is her, everything is her, but she is not able to take her decision. Although she is qualified, but she is not, in true sense, she is not a knowledgeable one. That's why she is obeying the one. Women is not a person to follow. She is Sahagamini, she is Sahadharmini, she is Mantranadaini, but she is not a follower. She is not a follower. Those who think that a follower, women is a follower, and they will be following like our Panchayat Samiti chairman and others, then it will be a great mistake. Indian society never allows. True Indian society, true Bharatiya Samaj never prevail, never depicts in this line or believe in this line. In a true Bharatiya context, in a true Indian society, we consider the women as Devi, but I am very sorry to say that first she is a human being, then she is a Devi. Devi is worshipped once in a year during Durga Puja. But our mothers, our women, our sisters, they practice everything every day. everything, every day, every moment. So they are pratima. Actually, the concept of puja was something different, but we people we consider very differently. We take the pratima in the stage, on the stage, we pray, and then we take the pratima of the idol and we throw it in the river. No, not like pratima. Means that in that pratima, every mother has to be reflected. Pratima. Pratima is a Sandhi Vichel. Prati means every. Ma means mother. Every mother. In one Durga, every mother is reflected. Otherwise, Kali would not have existed in the world. And Ma Durga. And there was no need of all those type of puja. So instead of worshipping once in a year, if we respect our women every day and we will consider her existence in the family as an empowered person, a woman is always a woman is always a man. Woman, W-O-M-A-N. Man, M-A-N. Only one. A man can become a woman when he will be having the heart of a mother. And a woman can become a man when she will be having the gods of a man, the strength of a man, because there is the concept of Ardhanarishwar. Ardhanarishwar. And we all are empowered in that way. So we have to remember one thing, that the culture is ours. Bharat is ours. People are ours. The entire Banaswati is ours. The entire Cosmos is ours. And we have given and we are bestowed with blessings of God, that there is a process to become Devata. We all human beings, we can become Devatas. Women can become Devi when he will be able to exercise her inner potentiality in a constructive way, not in a destructive way. If she will practice, every day will be a Dasahara. If she will practice, she will enjoy the life of Kali. She will be Mahasweta. She will be Mahasaraswati. She will be Mahakali. She will be Alladini. Otherwise, she will be known as Putana and other things. The concept is in our mind. Now the ball is our court. I am extremely happy that this seminar has highlighted on both the factors, on women and on knowledge. Knowledge, a woman without knowledge is just like a witch. A woman without true knowledge is a witch. A man without true knowledge is a devil. Because there are two ways, divine and devil, and we are in between. If we will be knowledgeable, then we will select the divine, we will think for the society, we will think for the entire cosmos. Now the ball is at our court. And friends, the true empowered lady is here. I would like to say two lines about her. She lost her husband at the age of 17. She did with a son. She didn't stop her progress. She started her journey with struggle. She gave proper education to her son. And now her son is an industrialist. And Madam Talesra, she is from Rajasthan. And you know about the social position of Rajasthan 50 years, 60, 70 years back. She struggled a lot. She went to college. She completed her MA, B.Ed, MPhil, PhD. Started her career as a lecturer retired as professor and director. She has guided more than 50 scholars, written more than 50 books, and now she is our inspiration. She is the only Commonwealth Fellow from India, and she is the chairman of our Goodwill Mission. I salute her spirit, and this is known as empowerment. Her son is an industrialist, but she never gives the identity or any parichaya that I am the mother of such and such. She herself has proved, and at this stage, at the age of 82, about 82, she is still working and she is sitting with her. And the entire presentation of mine is devoted for this empowered lady who is known as Professor Hemlata Kalestra. And my gratefulness is to you people, the entire team, the galaxy of workers, galaxy of intellectuals, those who are participating here. I don't know whether I am able to reach to your expectation or not, but I am very happy that my brother, Professor Dr. Buddheswar Sarangi, who is a recipient of President Award, is the chief editor of our Vyasasri, and I hope he is our Vyasa, and he will be organizing such seminars, not only such seminars, but other seminars, international seminar, and my blessings, my good wishes are for him. Thank you very much, my dear friends. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू मैडम, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे मैडम किशोरी दास जी को। देखिए ये बहुत अच्छा एक
Kalestra madam is here.
यस, तो ये बहुत एक अच्छा सिनेरियो क्रिएट किया फ्रॉम द्रौपदी कुंती टू आवर एग्जिस्टिंग एम्पावरमेंट लेडी मदर। तो ये होता है कि जब तक कोई नारी अपने आप को समझ लेता है कि आई एम फिट फॉर द सोसाइटी एंड आई माई सेल्फ इज ए voice of empowerment, then she can do everything and she can achieve the goal without any hesitation. When she depends upon society or her family or anyone, then she can achieve her goal. Today, Professor Kishori Das gave such type of very good message to our society. It was depicted in our Indian knowledge system, the texts of ancient India like Vedas, Upanishad, Mahabharata, Ramayana. She gave very good example of Kunti. Kunti had accepted many more husbands, not physically, but mentally, to discuss many more things for the development of her family and her society. Just that is reflected in the character of Draupadi also. With a very common-minded people saying that Draupadi has 5 husbands. No. Draupadi has 5 powers. He expected it. Her mother what told her. द्रौपदी जस्ट कुंती ने जो बोला उसी को ही स्वीकार कर लिया। तो ये जो रेस्पेक्ट हम थोड़ा क्लमजी माइंड का आदमी, जो क्लमजी पीपल्स आर सेइंग दैट द्रौपदी हैड 5 husbands, but Draupadi had 5 sword power of swords to encourage all the male persons which we are residing on her. द्रौपदी ने 5 पति को इसीलिए ग्रहण किया, अपना फैमिली को रखना चाहिए हर टाइम। द्रौपदी was a great inspiration of 5 brothers. जब उनका मन में कोई दुख आता है तो द्रौपदी उनको समझाता है. If you want to learn what is Draupadi and what is the character of Draupadi, please come to the Bharavis Kiratarjuniyam. Bharavis Kiratarjuniyam, Draupadi told Yudhishthir, if you have no power to fight with Duryodhan, then go to the forest. Why are you living with us? Then she was telling Arjuna, you are a hero. अपने हीरो है. आप रहते हुए आप सुबह देखते हैं भीम जो खाना खाना चाहिए उसको खाना नहीं मिलता है, तो इसे जो वीर का मैं पति नहीं हूं. Such type of man should not be my husband. Do something for my family. ये भी जब महाभारत में जब युद्ध हुआ तभी द्रौपदी, जो मूर्ख होते हैं वही बताते हैं कि फिजिकल रिलेशन के लिए वाइफ को एक्सेप्ट हम करते हैं. नो, फॉर ए गुड एंड हेल्दी फैमिली, फॉर ए गुड एंड हेल्दी सोसाइटी, द वुमेन्स आर द मेन सोर्स ऑफ अस. Each and every achievement gone to that successful men if there was a woman power rich functioning there. कहीं भी एक नारी शक्ति काम करे तो वहां पे आप आगे बढ़ पाएंगे. इसलिए you see the character of Kunti, see the character of Sita, see the character of Draupadi, and myself, our Nani, Kishori Mara. She is also a boast of empowerment. Number of organizations are depending on her. Government organizations, private organizations, and social organizations. She is not a man or not a power of India or Odisha, but she is a power of entire world. Already in her speech, Nani expressed very good thing, the Ardhanarishwara concept. Ardhanarishwara concept is a very good message of Indian knowledge system, that a society cannot develop without a man or without a woman. We both have power, negative and positive. When connection with the negative and positive creates life, such type of in our society also. So, Shankaracharya told in his very fully text, valuable text, and a text which is needed for society, Saundarya Lahari, Siva Satya Yukto Bhavati Jadi Satta Prabhavitum Nache Devam Devam Nakhalu Satmoti. Even if Siva cannot go 1 inch from his place, if Shakti or Parvati not support her. जब पार्वती सपोर्ट नहीं करेगी तो भगवान शिव become Shava. It is also very nicely depicted by Nani. So Nani is our power of inspiration. I salute on behalf of my college. She is also a very eminent scholar of our Vyasasri group. Now, you know, in Indian knowledge system, when we are talking about Indian knowledge system, the first and forward organization of India is Maharishi Vyasadeva National Research Institute, which is already organizing seminars in every Sunday, special lectures in every Sunday related to Indian knowledge system. And our Nani, Professor Kishori Das, is great inspiration for the workers. We are editing the Vyasasri magazine. We have already 27 volumes already edited and published, and also given to much more rich library of India and abroad. तो ये हमारा आज सौभाग्य है कि किशोरी मैडम जी से और राजस्थान से हमारे माता जी भी आए हैं। हम उन सबको सैल्यूट करते हुए अभी का इस सेशन को यहीं पे खत्म करेंगे। हम धन्यवाद वोट ऑफ थैंक्स देने के लिए। और PRO सर मोमो सर, आई रिक्वेस्ट मोमो सर टू गिव वोट ऑफ थैंक्स।
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable lecture. We, the youngsters here, are actually in awe about the knowledge that you shared with us. I'd like to thank you for. I would like to personally thank you for this particular speech, and this to quote you, ma'am. When we are talking about empowerment, women need to exercise her agency. And another one, knowledge without involvement, involvement without knowledge is useless. These two sentences really touch me, and I would like to thank you for your kind participation. Thank you, ma'am.
हो गया? बस नानी कर तो यहीं से ये सेशन को हम लोग क्लोज करते हैं। फिर 15 मिनट बाद हम लोग इसको शुरू करेंगे दूसरा सेशन, जिसमें कि प्राय 17 वो पेपर अभी डिस्कशन करने का है 2 सेशन में। अभी यहीं पे ये सेशन को हम क्लोज करते हैं। धन्यवाद। चलिए थोड़ा सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। जयतु भारतम, जयतु भारतम, जयतु संस्कृतम, जयतु संस्कृतम, जयतु मणिपुर राज्यम, जयतु मणिपुर राज्यम, जयतु नारी सशक्तिकरण, जयतु नारी सशक्तिकरण।